Hey everybody, I hope you're having a wonderful day. My name is Kaiva Rose and I'm here to offer you the astrology insight for the week of December 16th through the 22nd. And before I begin, I would like to sincerely thank all my patrons for all your support. And if you find that you are tuning into these videos on a daily basis and they are helping you, I would appreciate it if you became a patron at patreon.com/Kaiva Rose. So this week, we need to remember that progress doesn't always look like progress. And just because things might seem a little bit of turmoil, that doesn't mean that things aren't moving forward and that you're not doing the work that you need to do. And so this is where it's really important to be honest with what are you working through, what are the things that are no longer supporting you, and how can you readjust your life so that you can be open to opportunities that can help you. And so this week, like I said, progress doesn't always look like progress. Sometimes it feels like a complete shit show, but in that shit show, you are working through a lot, and that's why things are coming up, because that's what progress looks like. It can be messy sometimes. So be patient with yourself, be gentle with yourself, and just allow yourself to say, like, these are the things that I need to change, and this is how I'm going to change it, and these are the things that I need to add into my life, or just being open to add things into my life so that I can make the necessary changes happen. Starting this week's astrology report on Saturday the 16th, we have the Sun square Neptune. Today is one of those days where you want to let go of any idea of who you are, what you represent, so that you can actually begin to do some deep healing on some stagnant feelings, as well as deepen relationships that maybe you have not been able to deepen because you've had this idea of who you are and what you represent. Because in letting go of that as well, it allows you to break down and break through those habits, those norms, those standards, those things that just go round and round and round because you are a certain person, you do certain things. Today is letting go of all of those ideas of I know, and being okay to sit in the I don't know. I'm just going to allow myself to know that I need inspiration from new sources. I need to broaden my horizons. I need to allow myself to deepen my life philosophy and be okay not knowing. Because in the not knowing, it allows you to discover more about who you are, who you could be, and it opens up your horizons. And so allow yourself today to know that you might be more sensitive to other people. You might just have this feeling of like, I have no idea who I am. That's part of the process of today. Don't know who you are. Explore opportunities that are available for you and discover who you are. Discover a deeper meaning to your life. On Monday the 18th, we have Mercury trine Jupiter. Today can be an inspiring day if you're willing to acknowledge the errors and the flaws in your life and see them as opportunities to expand and evolve areas of your life. And so look at those areas of your life and really acknowledge, like, this isn't working anymore. I shouldn't do this anymore. This foundation that I'm standing on is cracked all over. But I see now opportunities to expand this area of my life. I see how I can evolve these areas of my life. This is the second meeting of Jupiter and Mercury. They're both retrograde. And so this is an opportunity to look at all the opportunities to grow and evolve, because you're looking at all the flaws in your life on the foundation that you're building on. So acknowledge those flaws, because it's going to help you see the opportunities that perhaps you missed in the past because you didn't notice all the flaws. And so take a moment to just feel that unitedness with yourself and feel good. Feel like you're taking care of yourself. You have your back. Feel united in a sense of oneness with yourself so that you can begin to acknowledge those deep stagnant feelings and work through those and see how those are part of the problem with the foundation that you're building upon. Those are part of the cracks, because if you have ignored emotions and feelings that you're just shoving and shoving and shoving down, anything you try to build is not going to be ideal because you're hiding things. And so instead of hiding things, allow yourself to recognize, like, I need to love myself. I need to heal these deep feelings so that the foundation that I am creating can be stable and solid, so that I can grow and evolve and become a very solid person in general. The only holdup that you could have today is if you allow yourself to not really see that you can get out today and explore and evolve and expand your life philosophy. If you allow yourself to just kind of sit in this sense of like, I feel good, self-love, which is really good. That's a good place to be. But you have to remember there's things that need to be done. That's where that acknowledging the flaws and the errors comes into play. You need to acknowledge those and don't just sit on it and say like, okay, I'll change that tomorrow. It's kind of like, no, get on it today. Why not? Try something new. Allow yourself to read a book. Allow yourself to maybe consider talking to different people outside of the groups that you usually talk to. It's about broadening your horizons today. So that could be the only trip up today, is if you just kind of say like, oh, I'll fix everything tomorrow. Fix it today. Why not? On Tuesday the 19th, we have the first quarter moon at 27 degrees Pisces. Today you will want to make sure that you do not get lost in your imagination and the feel good, just kind of drifty, feely sensitiveness. Don't get lost in that today. Allow yourself to recognize that you need to focus on expanding your life philosophy. You don't want to lose the progress that you're making, so keep on it. Don't get lost in the bubble bath and just lost in all of these bubbles everywhere. Allow yourself to know that you need to expand your life philosophy, and part of the challenge of today is not staying in the bathtub too long. It's about getting out of that bathtub, or at least bringing a book into the bathtub that allows you to expand and bring in new insight to your life philosophy. Because again, we want to make sure that we are acknowledging the cracks in our life. And if we're just stagnant in that sense of like, oh, this bubble bath just feels good, I just feel good right now, that's good, but that's also like ignoring the fact that like things need to change. Progress needs to happen. And so don't fall off your progress today by getting lost in your imagination, getting lost in the technology, getting lost in any of that sort of stuff. Keep on it, see the progress that you're making, and keep going. Expand your life philosophy, get to know new things, and feel inspired in that way. On Thursday the 21st, we have Venus opposing Uranus and the Sun's ingress into Capricorn. Today is a good day for a rhythm shift, and so begin the day by honoring these deep feelings that are coming to the surface and recognize them as they are encourage you to break down and break through those habits, those norms, those standards that just go round and round and round. It's time for a rhythm shift. It's time to get out of the usual, because the usual is keeping these feelings stagnant. And so acknowledge these feelings and allow them to pull you out of and shift up that rhythm, because today is about looking at those things that limit you from your unity with yourself, that limit you from your unity with all that is, and giving those things weight and really looking at how they are sitting on the foundation of your life and acknowledging and saying like, do I really want this weighted thing holding my foundation down? Do I really want this thing blocking me from the unity that I want with other people, from the unity that I have with myself? Probably not. And so acknowledge that thing, look at it and say like, I need to make changes in the foundation and how I operate on a daily basis to make sure that this thing does not have any more weight in my life to hold me down. And so with the Sun's ingress into Capricorn today, it is all about building things that are going to stabilize your life. Now that the Sun is in Capricorn, it's taking all the ideas that you discovered in Sagittarius and making them actually happen. And so it's being practical about what are you building, what are those ideas that you had, and how are you transforming them into actual things. You're going to recognize that not everything that you idealized and wanted is going to be able to be built in a sturdy, solid way. And so it is about weeding through and being practical as far as what can you build. But now that the Sun is in Capricorn, it is about building, it is about committing, it is about creating that foundation. On Friday the 22nd, we have Mercury conjunct the Sun. Today is an uplifting day because there is clarity around what needs to change. We have Mercury passing the baton onto the Sun. Mercury has created a list around all the flaws and the foundation and the structure that we are building upon, all the flaws and the plans that we have for the future. Mercury has made a list and it's passing it onto the Sun and saying, see ya, I'm going to go back to Sagittarius and expand the life philosophy, bring in new wisdom, bring in forgotten wisdom. You, Sun, you continue on with this list forward and begin to make this foundation sturdy, begin to focus on this foundation that we're building upon. So today is an uplifting day because there's this clarity around, okay, these are the changes that I definitely need to make because these things suck. These are not going the way they need to go. And so today is an empowering and inspiring day. So embrace that, feel good. And as well today, we have the moon conjunct the Jupiter. So it's a good day to maybe enjoy the pleasures of life. Just enjoy the good things of life. Just enjoy life in general today. There's clarity. You know the direction you need to go. You know the things you need to fix. And now you just need to give yourself the resources, the wisdom, and the new life philosophy to kind of make these changes happen in a more permanent way. So feel good today. It's a good day. That's all for this week's astrology report. If you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me at 11kaivarose33.com. If you'd like to become a patron and receive these videos ahead of the general public, as well as discounts off your reading, you can go to patreon.com/Kaiva Rose. If you'd like to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. And other than that, please do make sure to like, subscribe, and share these videos. And I wish you all a blessed day.